Humour. That thing that Adam Sandler used to have before his films became the movie equivalent of accidentally receiving a dick pic from your dad. You can see how, in theory, someone else might find it funny, but you're just too busy wishing you were dead to ever laugh yourself. Now, World of Warcraft hasn't always been known for its humour. Hey, Vanessa Van Cleef, we beheaded your dad in front of you just because someone we'd never met before asked us to, and now you're angry about it, so we're going to kill you too! Ha ha! Ooh, what are those marks all over Sinestra? Ah, that's just where Deathwing raped her. No wonder she's upset. LOL. Hey, nice raid, Blizz. When's our next new content? Oh, very, very soon. In just over a year. Hilarious. Luckily, though, there is the odd quest here and there that is capable of tickling the old funny bone and scoring high on the Lolometer, which is a new meter that I've just invented for measuring lols. Okay, I'm sticking with it. Get used to it. And no, I'm not talking about Harrison Jones. Let's get this straight, okay? Harrison Jones is not in this list because, seriously, fuck Harrison Jones. So here are the top 5 funniest quests in World of Warcraft. Now, all of these quests are still in the game, so you can go and experience them for yourselves. That's if you can even finish them, because you're not laughing so hard you can't even reach the mouse because you're rolling on the floor laughing, though. Okay, enough silliness. Go, go, go! Our first entry onto this list is also the most recent. Hey, remember when Warlords of Draenor launched and everything was brilliant? Okay, so not on the actual day it launched, or for a few days afterwards, when the servers were essentially behaving like Ryan Gosling refusing to eat his cereal. I mean, after that. Remember how much fun that Tanaan jungle opening was? And, you know, obviously I mean the first time, not after you'd leveled 11 alts through it. But it was dramatic and exciting and new, and at one point at least, really quite funny. The Gunpowder Plot. You are told to leave a trail of gunpowder from a Savage Orc hut that you're going to blow up to the detonator. It's simple. It's as simple as that. But the gunpowder is unlimited, which means you can shape the trail into whatever you like. Let your creativity run wild. Maybe you can draw a smiley face or a beautiful sunset or recreate the Mona Lisa or... Oh, I see. You've just drawn a big cock and balls and written fuck you underneath it, haven't you? Just like everyone else. And you know what? This is actually about the 10th time I've done this quest, and drawing a big cock and balls and that gunpowder never, ever gets old. Pretty funny. Fair play. Okay, kids, it's time to play a little game now, and that game is called Spot the Odd One Out. So, spot the odd one out of these 3 people. Is it A, Maximilian of Northshire, B, O.J. Simpson, or C, Robert Durst? Yes, that's right. The answer is, of course, A, Maximilian of Northshire. Why? Well, the other 2 were found innocent of murder in a court of law, which means they definitely never murdered anyone, okay? Okay? Whereas Maximilian, well, he definitely has. Look, here he is, murdering this woman. Yeah, there she goes. But is this senseless death of an innocent damsel funny, though? Oh, no. Oh, that's not funny. No. Did you see with the... Oh, poor woman. Oh, God. No, I don't like that. No, it definitely is funny. We meet Max in Ongoro Crater. We swiftly become his squire, and we set off on a series of quests, which are genuinely the only interesting thing to happen in Ongoro Crater. And no, do not adjust your monitor. Ongoro Crater really is that green. That's an actual design choice. Someone wanted it to look like that. And it's funny because Max thinks he's a brave, heroic knight, but everything he does is stupid and wrong, even if it is with the best intentions at heart. You know, it's a bit like whoever designed garrisons. Anyway, first up, we attempt to rescue 3 damsels in distress. We rescue one from her own pet by killing her beloved pet, Teehee. We mistake this male blood elf for a female and help him out, which is hilarious, and I'm not going to lie, not the last time on this list that a male blood elf gets mistaken for a female. It's funny because it's true. And of course, we rescue this damsel from the scary high cliff by... well, yeah, you remember that. The climax and highlight of this quest chain comes when we go dragon hunting, come face to face with an unexpectedly large devil saw. Max utters the immortal line, "Throw rocks at it, I have no plan," which is when the whole thing gets a bit silly really. As you run out of rocks, start throwing Max's armour at the dragon while you're trying to escape until he ends up essentially naked in a sequence which is basically like a weird bad LSD trip mashup of Jurassic Park and the Full Monty. Although it is also worth mentioning that if Maximilian had Tom Hiddleston's face, then this would be exactly like every dream Evitel has ever had, probably. This whole quest chain could be accurately described as Don Quixote meets Monty Python, and probably the closest that Blizzard has ever come to British humour in World of Warcraft, and as such, it gets a big thumbs up from me, and from Robert, and from OJ as well. Oh, look at OJ, he loves this quest. He likes the bit where you kill the woman. Oh, I want to be a quest giver, said everybody. My life would be so awesome if I could just basically sit on my arse all day and let the greatest heroes of Azeroth bring me treasures from all over the globe. And obviously, you know, wolf paws and lion bums and things. Ah, can you imagine how many lion bums you would have if you were a quest giver? You'd never want for lion bums again. Yes, I want to be a quest giver, said everyone. Until mission tables came along, and now we're all quest givers every day of our lives, and everyone's thinking, yeah, I'm going to be a bit more careful what I wish for in the future. But in Welcome to the Machine, you get to be a real-life, proper Horde quest giver, complete with exclamation mark and heroes to give out quests to. Now that in itself would make this a pretty great quest, but what scores it so high on this list is those heroes that you encounter, representing, as they do, 3 different types of WoW player. First of all, there's Dumbass, the noob, writing in caps and running off in the wrong direction when you give him the quest. He's basically you in 2006. There's Orcus, the show-off, underachieving elitist, and you know that after Orcus has done that quest, he is straight onto the forums shitting about how Blizzard suck. And finally, Johnny Awesome, the Blood Elf, really?
Oh, wow, it's just like you. It's you. Look at...
I don't even play Blood Elf. Anyway, these characters are spot on. The only way this quest could better sum up the early WoW experience is if you got ganked by 2 max level Alliance players seconds after completing it. Even the quest rewards, the QQ gloves, are a blatant troll on Blizzard's own player base. Frankly, we need more of this sort of thing. Ah, it's so meta, I love it. The day that Deathwing came, a quest situated right next to an Alliance flight path called Dragon's Mouth. Just saying. Now, all sarcasm aside, just for a second, this is probably one of the best written quest lines in World of Warcraft. 3 NPCs tell increasingly tall stories of how they kicked Deathwing's ass and how badass and hardcore they are. It's essentially like every conversation you've ever had with a vanilla WoW player, except, you know, it's actually fun and it doesn't make you wish that you or them, particularly them, were dead and you wouldn't have to listen to it anymore. And what makes these stories so great is that you get to play through each of them as a mini scenario. So you get to be the dwarf who decides to punch Deathwing in the face. You get to punch Deathwing in the face. Yeah! Have that, Deathwing. That's for the whole of the Dragon Soul raid, you twat bag. Yeah, that felt good. You get to be the gnome who shrinks the entire world to make himself into a giant gnome. And let's just be clear on this, that means that you play a giant gnome, which, depending on your point of view, is either the coolest thing ever or the absolute end of days and every nightmare you've ever had. No, seriously, just make this one stop now, okay? Please, just move on. Please, just make it stop. And in my favourite piece of WoW narration ever, the final story features motorbikes, sexy ladies, and a male blood elf, because, you know, blood elves. Oh, sorry, a flying motorbike, and all the stories coming together as the other 2 interrupt. It's actually a really nifty piece of storytelling, and fair play, Blizzard, you pulled off a stormer there. The characters remind me of the kind of thing you find in old point-and-clicks. Real, flawed, prone to hubris and exaggeration, and all the funnier for it. Now, every expansion, I have my fingers crossed for the return of Martek, so he can finally get round to telling me just how he did beat Deathwing in that knife fight. Really good work, Blizzard, well done. Hopes and dreams. Those things that all of us have until life happens, rent, jobs happen, and all of those dreams are crushed like mint leaves in the sad mojito of reality. I had 3 dreams as a child. I wanted to be a professional footballer. Now I have to admit that there's probably more chance of Stephen Hawking winning Strictly Come Dancing. I wanted to learn Japanese, but honestly there's more chance of Sean Bean making it all the way through a movie without dying than there is of me learning Japanese. That shit is really hard. And I always dreamed that somehow, somewhere, someday, I could take a day off from being a Japanese-speaking footballer, and I could climb into a huge, glowing, orange ball of death, and I could use that ball to gleefully murder thousands and thousands of gnomes. So I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you, Blizzard, for making at least one of those dreams come true. Because in gnome obliteration, you get into a massive orange ball and you use it to kill thousands of gnomes. That's it, that's all you do, but it's glorious. And not only that, but the quest never stops you until you hand it in, which means you don't actually ever have to stop killing gnomes if you don't want to. Basically, before you start this quest, make sure you've got like sandwiches, loads and loads of sandwiches, like days worth of sandwiches, and a box to shit in. You don't have to leave that computer, you can just kill gnomes all the time. Are you bored of watching gnomes die yet? No, I didn't think so, me neither. I'm just going to leave this up here for a little bit. And that is it. That is the end of the video. It's probably time that you went to the doctors now to have your sides sewn back up after they split because of all the laughing that you did at the hilarious Warcraft quests. If you have enjoyed the video today, put a like at the bottom or subscribe. Obviously, the more subscriptions we get, the more videos Evitel and I will make. If you haven't enjoyed the video today, downvote the shit out of it. And remember, my name is Soda Poppin. No, that's just another hilarious joke, because of course my name is Taliesin of Taliesin and Evitel. People of the internet, thank you very much. Until next time.